So it's time to see what Mullen Automotive stock can do now that it has NASDAQ compliance again.
Send it to the frickin' moon, idiot.
Hi again, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Now, as you can tell, obviously, or if you follow my channel, obviously you can tell that I'm back in my car, which means that basically the virus has spread to my family. So I'm back looking after my daughter. So we'll be seeing a few more of these car videos again, I think. Anyway, big day today. Today's the first day that Mullen Automotive is trading freed from the shackles of the NASDAQ delisting threat. So obviously the shorts have really piled in on the stock. It's over 300% shorted, and you know there's a cost to borrow fee of 170%. So there's a bit of pressure on the shorts to cover. Now, we obviously on Wednesday there was a bit of a pop which saw the stock head up to close to the $1.50 mark very temporarily before falling back down. So I think that kind of sets a bit of a roof that we'll be looking to see that if there is a attempt to run again, that's going to be the mark that I think the stock's got to try and breach to see if it can make any further decent progress. Now, obviously, key to this play is that it's not just setting this new high, it's got to at least finish off at a higher price point to keep pressure on shorts. Now, whether or not there's going to be any sort of news catalyst come from the business or not, that's still yet to be seen. A lot of people kind of speculate that maybe the company will release some news from today to help spur on the stock now that they've regained NASDAQ compliance, but I don't see it coming yet at the moment. If you look at the pre-market data, it's been a bit of a choppy couple of hours. Obviously, it's very low volume stuff, especially in the first couple of hours of the pre-market. It gets a bit more busy as you get closer to the normal opening bell, which is about 2 hours away at the moment. Currently, the stock's up about 4 cents. It's been up by about 6 cents at some points too, so I've been following it a little bit. So there's obviously positive momentum, and following on from this is also something to look at, that there's a lot of retail chat around the stock too. So if you go and look at Reddit and you look at the most talked about stocks on the short squeeze subreddit, you will see that Mullen has actually now pipped two other stocks which were ahead of it yesterday, that being Troika Media Group and Excel Technologies. Excel obviously being, both stocks are stocks I've covered on here before anyway. So Mullen has a lot of retail interest in it at the moment. So I think people are going to be watching this one. And if there is any news from the company, I think that's going to be all systems go. I think you'll see quite a bit of a retail move into the stock to try and push it up. There's no shorts available for further short the stock at the moment. So there is pressure on shorts to cover, and it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. And just one last little thing I thought I'd make an update. So since my last video, Lawrence Hodge has actually released another post on Facebook. Again, it sort of sounds like he's looking to try and distance himself from these public announcements. So I think, if we're looking for a catalyst for this short squeeze run today, it's probably not going to come from Lawrence Hodge. Like we've sort of speculated on here before, I think that he's kind of had people have some quiet conversations with him that, the stuff he's been talking about with the company, he can't be saying that now. He's a sort of senior executive member of the business. Either that, or he's, there's possibly some issue with the Saudi deal. The post he put out, I'll put it on the screen, the post he put out kind of hints that maybe things aren't going quite as he planned. Even though he sort of said that there's a deal agreed upon, I think that might not be the case. I hope I'm wrong, but I just have a feeling that that deal isn't going to be one to eventuate. But who knows? I'm gladly going to be wrong on this one. Anyway, what are your thoughts on everything? Do you think we're going to see a good run for the stock and able to hold up higher today? Do you think we'll get a catalyst from the business? And if so, what is it? If you hear one while you're watching this, drop it in the comments below. Anyway, let's hopefully see a bit of positive upward movement for the stock today. It's ripe for a short squeeze. May as well squeeze it. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. May the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.